Activation code required. Access granted. Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
We're back. Welcome to the bunker.
And welcome to the S4 Bunker, coming to you live here in the Cascade Mountains here in Concrete, Washington State. And how are we all doing? And before we begin, it is Cole and Kayla's birthday this week. So, in 3, 2, 1, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Cole and Kayla. Happy birthday to you.
Why, thank you, guys. That was such a beautiful rendition.
I have other words for it.
Oh, it was great fun.
I feel like my soul beads might have been pulled out. Hey,
That was
hey,
live.
Nikki.
Oh God! So when Nikki laughs too much, she just can't talk. She talks. She disappears for like an hour.
She mutes herself, so that would.
Yeah. Hey, there she goes. Anyway, tonight, in the spur of the moment, we decided to talk about disasters. So it's twofold.
Well,
Whoa.
Hold on. I think we need to introduce two new people at the panel.
Thank
Ladies
you.
and gentlemen,
I was thinking that.
I would like to introduce to you all my parents, Ron and Reet Wegleitner. Welcome to the panel, guys.
Thank you very much.
See, I didn't think they were going to
Welcome.
talk.
Thank you.
Have you ever met my dad? Of course he's going to
He's
talk.
not going to sit there and not talk. He's a wiggler.
This was it.
I think,
Unless we're talking Pilsner and Clam, I have no views.
You're talking. If you got questions, bring them. But so, which came first, the chicken or the egg? I mean, is the paranormal drawn to disasters, or does the paranormal cause disasters?
Well, I was still thinking about the chicken and the egg. Like, which one's
Okay,
smoking the cigarette
okay.
after? That tells you which one, you know.
So I do think
It's always the egg. It's
That's
the egg.
figures.
I wasn't even going to pay attention to that question because I'm tired of hearing that question. Yeah. Raptors. Just say raptors. He wants a raptor in his backyard.
You can have one. It'll be like when he was a teenager.
He's going to bring you a raptor next time they come.
Yeah, like, there have been a shockingly large amount of natural disasters in the last, let's say, 20 years.
Right?
It almost seems to be increasing. Is it natural weather patterns?
Or is it
Better
aliens?
news coverage.
Well, and that's the thing, Joe, too, though, but, like, humans think of weather patterns as something that follows their lifetime, something that follows human existence. But they don't. They follow Earth's existence.
Yep.
Universal existence, not just Earth's existence.
And the thing is, it doesn't matter if CNN is telling you that there's tornadoes crossing the Midwest. Tornadoes are crossing the Midwest anyway. We just hear about them on the West Coast.
Yeah.
That's the only difference.
Okay, this is not where I thought we were going to go with this, but okay.
Okay, so where are we going to go with it, Kayla?
No, okay, so what I was thinking when I was like, hey, let's do natural disasters, was that, it was going to be like the residual effects of a natural disaster and whether or not it's paranormal or not.
Oh no, absolutely.
Okay.
You are so full of it. You told me in the van that you knew this was where we were going, but you were going to try and take it there.
Yeah, I know, but you just messed it up.
Well,
So now I
here's the
can't
thing,
take it
there's
there
a
without
whole-
it being there.
There's a whole documentary
And
just
welcome to
on.
marriage.
No, there's a documentary just on, for example, the ghosts of Fukushima. For example.
Yeah, but okay. So, are there ghosts in Fukushima, or do we just think that there are ghosts there because we know that there was a disaster there? Therefore, we are projecting the fact that there were ghosts there because we know that X amount of people died during this.
Well, number one,
I
I'm
can't-
not really going to check because it's kind of a radiated area.
Well, so to answer that though, I can't tell you how many times we've been contacted when FMP was running to go to the Oso slide site and clear out spirits.
Right, but you know what I'm saying.
So-
Yeah.
Like, anytime a natural disaster happens somewhere,
Right.
and they know that 12 people, let's say, died in this natural
Spirits could be the
disaster,
residual
then they
of
immediately
that.
go, hey, it's a haunted place, there's 12 spirits here. But is there, or are they just projecting the fact that there should be 12 spirits there because that's how many people died there?
Well, based on at least 3
Over
families.
the years that this show has been on, haven't we come to the conclusion that there are ghosts everywhere?
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I mean, yeah.
You know,
Except for that one.
there's a natural disaster. There's some dead people. There's a ghost. There's
There's
ghosts
that
in
one
almost any
spot
building
in
you
Iowa.
Go in. There's ghosts
No
out
ghosts.
in the woods. There's ghosts in cemeteries. There's
Oh, well, I hope there's ghosts in
probably one
cemeteries. Come on.
in front of me right now that I can't see.
No?
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
he waving?
Well,
Or
I guess
is he
there's.
going who?
Well, I know there's ghosts like all over the place. Like, yeah, but.
So
Never
there's at
mind.
least 3 families in Darrington, Oso area that are experiencing higher haunting in the Oso area.
There you go.
Higher
haunting.
hauntings.
Uh-huh.
Like Snoop Dogg's
Like-
with him?
That's what I was gonna say. Okay, well, wait a minute. What are we talking about here?
Well, no.
Those are
Anytime
stone
there's
hauntings.
anytime there's a catastrophic event, and
Or are we
massive
talking a
people
different
die.
level of haunting, like that whole scaling system in the you're a level 1 and a level 2 and a level 3?
That's a good question, Robert. Does a ghost bear haunt the woods?
Only if there's cocaine involved.
And if he pushes over a ghost tree,
Cocaine.
does it make a sound?
I actually have a picture of a bear sitting in the woods.
Did
You said
say
sitting,
or
right?
shitting?
Sitting or shitting?
Yeah, sitting. Sitting.
Well, you never know. It could go either way.
That
It
is
could
not
be
what I
shitting.
heard.
Yeah.
I've
Joe.
seen it twice the other way, so.
Is
Remember,
it a
guys,
ghost bear?
This show is all inclusive. We do not kink shame. Whatever Joe wants to take pictures of, he is welcome to.
You're taking pictures of a shitting bear?
I had a. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I had a bear come by 2 nights ago. Came through. I got him on video. He walked up my driveway, walked along the sidewalk, come over. He was within 8 foot of where I'm sitting right now out here,
Did he check your mail
and
for
he
you?
destroyed my trash cans.
Bastard. Did he?
Yeah, the prick was here for about an hour, went through everything he
That's
wanted,
cool.
and then he walked right back down the way he came.
That's a nice sized
So,
bear.
yeah, there are bears in the woods. And there
No
are bears in the
way.
woods.
No way.
God, man!
Real bears?
Alright, fine, there's bears everywhere, there's ghosts everywhere. We've established.
Or
Right.
or
But we don't
smoking
know
bears.
if there's bear ghosts.
What?
Oh, now that's a good question.
I
Ghost
don't-
bears? I think
That's
they
a
call
really
those polar
good
bears.
question.
Because I've shot
You
moose
know,
and there's no
I
moose
haven't
No,
ghosts.
I like
considered
that.
one.
I think there are ghost bears. I think animals are ghosts. I mean, I had a dog that passed away, and like within a month, I was standing outside, and I felt a cold, wet nose go across my hand, just like Ladybug used to do all the time. And I knew she was here. When my horse died, it wasn't long after that I'd hear it moving around, because whenever he got out of his corral, he would come up to the house. He wouldn't run away. He'd come up to the house, look in the windows, look in the doors. If the garage was open, he'd come in the garage and beat on the door to try to get in. and I've heard him here. So
I've
yeah,
had
I do think there are ghost bears.
I have
Why not?
had all of my
There's probably
animals.
ghost squirrels and all kinds of shit.
Wouldn't surprise me. I've had ever since my Max died. My Max was a orange cat, and he lived to 20 years old. I had to think about that a second. So it's either 19 or 20. And he was a paranormal cat. Oh my God, very much a paranormal cat. And I mean, he saw the ETs
call it
coming
witch
in.
cat,
He
but-
saw the ghosts coming in. I had different ghosts trying to pet him, which that was interesting. And after he died, about a week and a half after he had died, he brought every one of the animals that we had ever had into my home to come and visit me and to play. And then about a month later, he brought all of them in through my sliding glass door off my patio. There's a playground out front, and he brought dead run every one of them straight through the window. And I'm like, even the dogs. And I kind of flipped out. I was like, wait a minute. There goes Susie. There goes Chuck. What the hell is this? You know, I've got a tray, and they're running full bore. And they made a beeline throughout the entire place, and back out they went. And I'm like, well, nice to see you. Goodbye. You know,
So-
I mean, they weren't here 30 seconds, a minute at the most. And it was a trip, and I literally just had one of my other cats come in, and I had opened up a can of soup, which I don't typically have cans of soup very often. I mean, it's very rare. And I opened up a can, and the second you hear the can opening, I have one of my older cats at my feet. And I'm like, and I'm feeling it rubbing up against my bare leg, and I'm looking down and going, hi. You know, it was a heck of a shock because I didn't expect him to be there.
Dope.
But there he was. And I'm like, where did you come from? Well, of course, it's a silly question for me, where did you come from? But it was
The other
kind of a
side
shock.
of the veil.
Yeah,
Okay,
pretty
so
much.
so if we believe that all these animals and everything have ghosts, okay,
So
then okay, so would every insect that ever died too? So is there just like a whole
don't
bunch of
know. Not
ghost
mosquitoes.
mosquitoes?
Yeah, no, mosquitoes all go
They go
straight to hell.
straight to hell. They go
Burns
straight to
their
hell.
wings off,
that's a
gone.
good question, but that's not a question for me because I don't know about the insects. I don't know about the birds. I would assume the birds might, but I don't got a freaking clue about the insects.
Like, could you imagine
Well,
how
okay, wait a minute,
terrifying it would be?
I got Fae talking to me right now. Yeah, they go into the Fae. Oh my God, I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. Holy crap, I didn't know
Oh. Into the Fey
that.
realm?
Holy crap.
Whoa,
Yeah,
wait
they
a
go
minute.
into the Fae- They
That actually
go into
makes
the Fae
sense, 'cause-
realm. Holy crap.
So
Well,
you just got a bunch of dead ladybug spirit ghosts in the Fey realm.
Phaser,
Well,
like
and probably-
Yeah,
and
I
probably-
guess so. I'm sorry.
fairies,
I'm
gremlins.
just.
And probably
Yeah, just
dragonflies,
water.
too.
So I would
Dragonflies.
assume that that's what makes up the veil then. Okay, because I
Yeah,
mean, there's
that's
been a
just
hell of a
fly
lot
curtain.
of dead bugs.
Mosquito veil.
That's
Okay,
just a fly
that's
curtain.
what I'm saying. Like it's all
Yeah.
just like
So the
dead
veil
bug
is a fly
souls.
trap?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's a
Like one of those
disgusting
ones you
thought.
stick in the corner.
It's not Venus,
Right?
it's veil. It's
I know we
Yeah,
got to
veil
get a
fly
ghost
trap.
Venus flytrap and just set it up there, right next to all the little ghost things.
You know, Rick brought something up.
Rick,
He said, as if cocaine bears weren't bad enough. So we
no,
watched that
Cocaine
movie.
Bear was bad. Just FYI.
That was the worst movie I have ever probably seen. It was horrible.
And I'm old.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You think Cabin Boy was bad? Nothing compared to Cocaine Bear.
I remember Cabin Boy now.
There we go.
It's still on my list.
Oh my God, it
Cabin
was
Boy?
terrible. It was terrible.
Look,
No,
I
Cocaine
have
Bear.
to watch the movie because it's Ray Liotta's last movie.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
I get that.
But damn, it was terrible. Oh.
I think it might have been what actually killed him.
That's funny.
It should have.
Speaking of spirits and animals and everything, I was just reminded of one of my favorite Twilight Zone episodes. The old hunter down south that died with his dog, and he's walking along the path, and he comes up to the gates of heaven, and the guy says, "Yeah, this is heaven. Come on in." Blah blah blah. "Oh, we don't allow dogs." And the guy says, "Well, then I'm not going in." And he kept walking down the road. And then he came up to the actual gates of heaven. And the guy said, "Oh yeah, hell yeah, we let dogs in." "Oh, that guy down there was the devil. He was trying to get you into hell." Love that episode.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, there's a thought.
Trying to remember that one.
If dogs don't go to heaven, then I don't want to go.
No, they don't go to heaven. They go over the Rainbow Bridge.
Whoa. All dogs go to heaven.
Over the Rainbow Bridge.
Oh, there's been a
Yeah.
couple that bit me that ain't going to
Rainbow
heaven.
Bridge.
As far as I know, they all go to a farm upstate, guys. Like, it's a large farm, though, because there's quite a few there.
So,
Did your parents lie to you?
I don't think so.
they're sitting right here. Nope,
Here,
nope.
I want to know.
Easter
Oh, we
Bunny
told her
for you.
it was cute.
Easter Bunny.
How many of Cole's gerbils
shit.
had to go upstate?
I never had a gerbil, but like I think thousands of fish. Like,
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
they had to flush or swim downstream.
Oh, they swam downstream.
Swim downstream of the septic system.
Yeah.
What a
Oh,
horrible
no.
thought.
Over the rainbow
Oh,
bridge,
the leprechaun
chasing a
squirrel.
leprechaun dressed as a squirrel.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a squirrel dressed as a leprechaun.
Robert, did you take your pills?
That could be.
We need to get Robert on.
Yeah, we
do.
do.
We
Yes.
do.
What were you asking about the Easter Bunny?
Yeah, Easter Bunny's real, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Gives you chocolate Cadbury eggs.
As a kid, the adult picks that up. It's not chocolate.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Oh,
happens.
you just ate it.
How the hell did they come up with the Easter Bunny?
Oh, you're sitting
We
down.
weren't
I think
allowed
they
to
do
drink in
that.
Saskatchewan.
40s or 50s?
I think it has something to do with
Fertility
Peter?
and,
Yes.
fucking like
Yeah.
bunnies and
like
It has
Saint
to do with
Peter,
Peter
and
the First Pope.
Peter the First Pope.
No.
Yeah,
Yes.
something
think
about
No,
something
it
about
absolutely
bunnies
does.
and-
It is the story of the idea of Peter Rabbit, and he became the Easter Bunny. It was commercialized by America,
That's
of
about
course,
right.
so just like everything else.
Here comes
But
Peter.
the first Pope
Cottontail.
was the symbol of innocence.
God, you're bringing back memories.
That's why he
Caleb.
wore white.
Hopping down the bunny trail.
And
Hippity hoppity Easter's
God.
on its way.
no, this is an
You're
actual
gonna get the
thing.
finger in a
It's
minute.
from the Vatican Files.
That was freaky. Like you're not going.
And down came the good fairy. No, that's
know,
a different one.
I was a teenager when I was an altar boy, and that wine wasn't that good. I didn't really want to drink that crap. Like,
You weren't that good at altar boy.
I was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
I rang the bell when I was supposed to.
That's not
Damn
what the
button
priest said.
words.
He wasn't
I
a
just thought of
Bostonian
some jokes
priest.
that I really can't tell on the radio.
Yeah.
Those are the best kind.
I don't know about this, like, Pope Peter and an Easter bunny. I think the Germans turned around and needed something to do after Santa Claus, and you need a reason
Wait now.
to have a salute
Easter
drink.
Bunny's Krampus's pet.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Robert.
He's Krampus's pet. Why not?
He Krampuses your style, Nikki.
Krampus is not my thing, man.
I got a really bad Krampus the other
I saw a
day.
thing online that
Enough paranormal
because
in
the
my
price
life.
of-
Thank you. Don't
the price of eggs have gotten so high that people are painting potatoes.
What?
Welcome to Russia.
Easter potatoes.
Hey,
I believe it. Like
Easter potatoes,
we went down, but not
Halloween
everywhere.
turnips. We got
Easter
this.
fucking potatoes.
No.
Why not?
No.
It's a round thing. You paint it.
Maybe if you
I
live
think
in
that's just
fucking
Idaho, New
Idaho.
Brunswick.
I could you know what? I wonder if they do that in Russia. Easter
Paint
potatoes.
so.
They paint rutabagas.
They make
That's what I said,
vodka.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Actually,
You think-
rutabagas were also part of, was it All Saints Day or Halloween?
Yes.
It's one of the
Yeah.
two.
Those are turnips.
Turnips and obviously
I can
the
see
pumpkins,
turnips
but the
being
turnips
part of
came
Halloween.
before the pumpkins did.
Yeah,
No,
yeah. They used to have turnip lanterns.
Yeah,
Pumpkins
before-
were America.
When Halloween,
You know,
when they did
there's-
Halloween,
America
you mentioned
started carving
pumpkins.
pumpkins.
they used
They were
turnips
turnip
because they didn't have
down in-
pumpkins.
I went down and bought a pumpkin
You bought a pumpkin?
on. This is before Easter, or not Easter.
Halloween. Okay.
I bought a pumpkin about 2 weeks before. It's still sitting in front of my TV. It's about the size of a volleyball. It's still sitting there. It hasn't rotted. It's not oozing stuff all over the counter. It's
Oh,
still
Joe.
solid.
It's made of plastic. Go tap it, Joe.
No, it's a real pumpkin.
Yeah.
I was actually going to put it out there and see if the big hairy guys in the woods liked it.
Oh, they would love that.
Mm-hmm.
They love veggies.
Yeah, but it's a 6-month-old pumpkin. They might get pissed off.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true.
You can't feed
Then again,
Bigfoot
hey,
rotten
Go find
pumpkin.
yourself your own fresh pumpkin, you bastards. There ain't no pumpkin patches up here.
Probably not.
Yeah, no,
Why are you
make
planning
an
one
in
yet?
the Joe, you could make an in the ground, lower level. Oh God, cold storage type of environment for the Sasquatches.
Oh, I thought you were going to
You
say
like
for
my
the pumpkin.
I'm in trouble by telling you this, but I bet if you did that and grew pumpkins over the winter time, because they might.
Or
Appreciate
I
that.
could have an underground bunker and grow mushrooms and I wouldn't give a shit.
This is why the cows are happy in California.
Oh,
Hey, I want to come. Where's the bunker? Oh,
There's the whole theory out there that the whole Santa Claus thing is those little red and white mushrooms.
whoa.
Anybody
What?
look that one up?
No.
No.
QAnon?
Yeah.
QAnon? What the hell?
Oh my God.
Oh my
That's back
god.
when there was cocaine still in Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it made for a way
Oh,
better
yeah,
Christmas,
yeah.
didn't it?
That makes sense.
I
Hey,
am
so
not
how many?
following
Wait.
this conversation.
So back in the day, there was
We're all
cocaine in the
over the place,
Coca-Cola,
Cole.
right?
Yes.
That's why they called it Coca-Cola.
I,
So how many
Well, yeah,
Coca-Colas did you have to
Natural
drink
disasters.
in order
we'll
to
just bring it back around.
What?
So,
Could you even drink a 12-pack without dying?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know that
That was a tell, I think.
Pemberton.
Sounds about right.
he was General Pemberton. He was a Confederate war general.
Yes.
How many of you know that?
I did.
Aye, Captain.
I remember the
You
name.
did. You get a star.
oh, we have better education in Canada
There's a
than we
bunch
do.
of reasons. I used to love Coca-Cola so much that I literally, a girlfriend of mine used to find all kinds of knickknacks and things. I had to tell her, I love you, but can you please stop gifting me all
Stop
these
it.
Coca-Cola things? I've got blankets that are Coca-Cola. I've got mugs. I
don't
had
see 'em.
to slowly start get re-gifting.
Nikki.
I had so
I'm
many
looking in
things.
your
Yeah.
looking in your apartment. I don't see anything Coca-Cola.
No, it's the only things that are left is the blanket that's on my bed, a couple of mugs which are not out right now, and a soup mug, and that's it. That's the only thing I have left, and trust me, I had enough to fill 3 or 4 totes.
A Coca-Cola
Large
museum.
totes.
I have you beat. I live on Ladybug Lane. Small road. There are so
I know.
goddamn many ladybugs in my house. I want to just shoot anybody that shows up with anything with a ladybug on it.
Good to know.
All right.
Christmas
There are
idea.
ladybug napkins, ladybug.
Christmas
I mean,
idea.
a million goddamn fucking yard art things, and
Yep.
everyone's, oh yeah, it's your birthday. Here, have a ladybug. It's like, fuck you!
We're gonna send you ladybug.
No more ladybug!
We're gonna send you
Hey,
ladybug.
you know, Joe,
I think he's pretty serious about
awkwardly, I know exactly how you feel.
You triggered me, man.
What do you mean, Kayla? What's wrong with cows?
What do I mean?
Yeah.
At some point, when I was like 6 years old, people decided that I liked cows for some reason.
Yeah, right
and
there.
every single time one of my birthdays or anything
Whoa,
goes by,
whoa,
I get cow
whoa.
stuff from everybody.
If you are
Cow
going
stuff.
to tell this story, you are going to tell them how you threw a little bit of a tantrum because your brother and your sisters got to choose the animals first, and all the cool animals were chosen.
All
I'll
the
just
cool
take the
animals
cow.
were taken, so I had to get a cow. Okay? God.
What's wrong with cows?
You've
Had a goat.
seen the cows in my house.
A swan.
I didn't want to say anything, but I was going to buy Kayla a cow.
I knew it! It's
Well, it's
okay.
okay.
I already sent your ladybug.
Yep, she was gonna buy you a ladybug.
Bitch.
Oh,
I'm just gonna Amazon drop ship all of them. Like everything I find that's ladybug, I'm gonna get for you now, Joe. Should have never said this. I'm gonna get
Oh,
you
God.
a costume for Baby Shark that's a ladybug, so she can just wander around.
a ladybug collar. There we go.
How about a ladybug collar?
For Joe or the
He's
dog?
already got one.
All right,
A ladybug stein.
Oh my god. Got a ladybug collar for her?
ladies' time.
A ladybug stein.
Then there's going to be a ladybug ghost in the house. Because some of them must have died. They only
We're gonna
lived so
get you
long.
some ladybug coasters.
Oh my god.
To go with the
Okay.
ladybug cups.
I've got ladybug coasters. I've got ladybug cakes.
Oh. Okay, I've got a question for Robert. Okay, obviously he's going to answer in the chat room. But Robert, you guys had some really major wildfires in Australia. What, 4 years ago or the 3?
Every year?
Wow.
No.
They had
No, but
particularly
a
bad
few
year
years ago, I think it was
ago.
20.
And I guess my question,
2020?
Australia by itself is paranormal half the time. But was there anything that stood out with the fires? 3 or 4 years ago. There you go. Was there anything that stood out paranormal wise with those fires? And he's gonna, play the Jeopardy music now.
Fire is one of the hardest ones, though, because there's so much of what can be considered pareidolia with fire.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I remember when Fort McMurray was on fire, hundreds of people were posting pictures of the smoke rising from the
Look
trees.
at 9/11.
And it'd be skulls.
Oh, look, there's a
Yeah,
devil
in
in
the
the
flowers.
smoke.
Yeah, look, there's the devil in the smoke of 9/11. Look at bullshit. It's pareidolia.
So,
Or is it?
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Very
Fine,
so.
whatever. Have an open mind to everything else.
Pareidolia is when your mind already wants to see it,
Yeah.
so you see something there.
So
Or
if
where
pe-
you see like faces and patterns because that's what your mind automatically sees
so
or
people
automatically
in a
tries
field
to
are watching the clouds. Hey, look, that cloud looks like a dragon. That's pareidolia because the mind just grasps.
But if I was up laying on my back looking at smoke or looking at the sky, right?
If
I
you're
sure
looking
as
at
hell
the
wouldn't
smoke,
see the devil.
like in
I'd see
9/11.
Marilyn Monroe turn around, There's lots of things I'd see in a cloud a lot better than the devil.
But people associate it with the evil of 9/11, right?
So they're like, oh, look, it's all
You're
evil.
already expecting something in the.
It's kind of like
Yeah,
the
but
Death
your
Eaters
mind
in Harry
makes up
Potter
what
where they're like,
Yeah,
look
that's
at the
pareidolia.
sky. There's a
Yeah.
skull with it.
So,
Snake thing.
like, that's what makes fire so hard is because there was so many pictures of that kind of stuff with, like, the Fort McMurray fires. Same with the California wildfires from the last couple of years. Your
Yeah.
mind
Yeah, people are dumb.
people love to see
Paradise.
things in that.
The Paradise Fire that killed all those people was just like, it was less than an hour away from me. And then they had the North Fire the new year after that, and then there was another fire. I mean, we've been surrounded by wildfires.
They're trying to
And
hit you, but they're missing.
Honestly, all the stuff that's gone down around here, I mean, we've had our asses burned off down here. I don't know if it's natural or if it's paranormal or what. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of photos of like, oh, look at that smoke cloud. It looks like the devil. No.
Right.
I mean, we go for 3, 4, 5 months so we don't see the sun because of the smoke in the sky.
Yeah. Same here.
It's absolutely fucking horrible down here.
Yeah, we go 3 to 4 months where we don't see the sun either, and it's all your fault because it's all smoke coming from California.
Well, and BC.
Okay, and Canada.
I was gonna say BC is the big one.
And Eastern
We get it
Washington
from all
and
sides
Idaho.
in
And,
Seattle.
I thought it was
Seattle
from the
region.
government.
they all poop up here.
Parliament.
So, Rain, answer to your question, Robert says, no, not really. Most of the time it's either lightning strikes or idiots throwing cigarettes out of their car windows.
Well, not your cigarettes, but you throw a Coke bottle out, and the reflection from
Yeah.
the glass bottle.
There you go.
That's still littering.
Yeah,
You're
but
making the natives cry. Quit
it's
it.
a little bit different than a cigarette butt that's already got a hot cherry on it.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. The natives still cry. Here, single.
Did you pour whiskey with the Coke?
No, that would be alcohol abuse.
Oh, now he
Here's your
cares.
reason to drink a Coke.
Oh, hey.
Jeez.
So,
Now, weirdly enough, you talking about this Coke bottle, all I can think of is that movie, The Gods Must Be Crazy.
Ah!
And I'm like, did the natives cry, or did they make a whole religion over it and run around?
no, I got taken down memory lane because Anthony wanted to binge watch Stranger Things Season 3.
Oh, yeah.
And, well, there's the Coke Classic can and there's the new Coke can. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, I miss the 80s. Okay. He's like, why, Daddy? I'm like, well, because in the 80s when they had Coke Classic and that's all you knew. But then they came out with this stupid shit, new Coke, and it was sweeter and tasted like crap.
That was awful.
Yeah. No. What was awful was fucking Tab.
Tab.
Oh, God.
That was awful.
Hey, has anybody
Well,
tried
Tab
the
was-
Peep Pepsi? Let me tell you.
It was saccharin.
Saccharin.
Yeah.
It had
it
saccharin in it.
tasted like shit.
Right.
My mom drank it all the time.
Ew.
Yeah, no. 80s. I love the 80s. Big hair music.
Do you think that there are certain spots that draw natural disaster to them?
Yes.
Yes, the ocean only has tsunamis.
Yep.
It's the only place.
Underwater volcanoes that cause a tsunami.
What?
But, okay, let's go back to the chicken or the egg. Are there spots... Well, hold on. Are there spots that are prone to disasters? Or...
I've got some of those bottle cables. Sorry.
Ew. That must be Australian.
Add.
Yes.
Add.
Huh?
Yes, because the
Yeah.
desert doesn't
It
have
looks
forest
like
fires.
a damn oil can.
The
but-
desert has desert fires.
They don't have forest fires.
They'd have
Those are not
forest-
oil cans, Eric.
No, it looks
That
like
is
it.
Actually, how? That is actually how Coca-Cola used to come in a
Oh,
can
okay.
like that before they actually started using glass
Well, I'm
bottles.
sorry, I wasn't around in 1936. so I
Dude, is
wouldn't-
that what the
Yeah, it's
Tin
like an oil
Man's
can.
head is made out of?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking Wizard of
That's
Oz.
a good
It looks
possibility.
like the Tin Man's head. Like it's the same exact shaping.
The Tin Man
Oh, anyway.
stuff.
Sorry.
So anyway, so if you have a spot that had a major event with mass fatality, do you think that spot, because of all the energy from the spirits and whatnot, is going to be more prone to repeat disasters?
Well, now, what is it? There's a lake. I can't remember the name of the lake. For some reason, it's not coming to me. But it has the most lightning strikes out of anywhere
Oh,
in the entire
yeah.
world.
Yeah, it's up there in Colombia somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, it
I was
always has lightning strikes.
constantly.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Hunger Games, but yeah.
No, they're like, yeah, and they don't really know why. It just always does.
Oh,
What is?
I got nothing.
If a woman had put something in there, you
What,
can
like
get
the
away
egg?
with something because you're a guy. You can get away with
Nikki,
something like that.
You are
if a
old enough
woman
to know
tried
this.
to do that regarding how.
You are old enough to know
Wait.
this. It's not the
What?
woman that puts something inside. And now you know.
This is where Cole came out of.
Well, that's not what I was thinking of. Very close. I was thinking of shoo. Oh, I know. Okay, let's see
Oh,
if I
good
can find
God,
it.
what are you
Anyway,
gonna
please
fucking
go
do?
on. I interrupted.
Well, no, you're supposed to talk here. So, do you think repeat disasters, or so you have a major disaster that has mass fatality?
Mm-hmm.
Is it going to be prone to repeat disasters?
Well, okay, so it depends on. The problem with that is there are many different. Like tornadoes, for example. There are certain areas that they are going to form all the time,
Yeah,
no matter what
Tornado
happens.
Alley.
Yeah,
There's a
and it's
tornado
because of-
season in place.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the season
Tornado,
because of the
Oklahoma,
geographical.
Oklahoma and
Yeah.
Ohio,
Ohio,
they have
Oklahoma.
tornadoes.
Because
Okay,
of-
look at something like Krakatoa.
Yes.
In
Kansas.
recorded history, it's the biggest volcano that's ever gone off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was there anything paranormal about that? We don't know because anybody anywhere near that thing
No,
was
they died.
vaporized. Yeah.
They did
And-
not
And
sacrifice enough
And
virgins.
as far as I know, Krakatoa hasn't gone off
Couldn't
again.
find 'em.
They didn't give Pele her chocolate.
It went somewhere else and did something else. It's just the Earth going burp. And if the humans happen to get in the way, screw them. Earth don't care.
Yeah, that's true. The Earth doesn't care. But
Yes, Robert, I agree. Tornado Alley needs to make underground houses. I am so tired of seeing. You hit a trigger. I'm so tired of seeing insane destruction across areas
Well,
that are known.
It's
Known.
it's
for
just
tornadoes.
like Dolphin Island, Alabama, that gets hit by a hurricane every year, and they rebuild.
Yep.
And it gets wiped out, and they rebuild.
when you guys went to the Bahamas, wasn't there a Mustang in a tree from the last
Car, I
hurricane?
don't remember if it was a Mustang or not. Mustn't have been a nice one.
A car or a horse?
A car.
No, yeah, I don't do horses. But we went to U.S. Now, don't be that. That was when you went to the wrong place.
Robert says Krakatoa changed to strike a pinky.
We went to a naval base, a U.S. naval base, that had been shut down, that had been hit. They call it a rave. It's a tornado or whatever. And then we were there for the start of a rave a little bit. And the storm was unbelievable, and they said it was nothing like what hits it. But, like you said, they get hit, they get wiped out.
Yeah, they rebuild.
And they rebuild.
You know,
But and they come back with more people because it's sun shining.
yeah,
8
it's
months
retirement.
of the year.
But at least Hamilton got it right. Hamilton got flooded. They moved the fucking town on the other side of the highway.
Like Hamilton, Washington?
Yeah.
They didn't get it right.
Well,
There's
there
still
was
people
a-
on
I
the
don't
lower
remember-
side.
I know, but
I do not remember what state it's in, but there's a town that lived literally in a valley, and because of all the massive flooding that they had, and they had a hill, it took the mayor and, if I remember
Move
correctly,
out of the fucking valley!
they did. They really did. They moved the town up
Jesus
onto a hill.
Christ!
It took 30 years before that they finally got somebody politically in there to be able to go, hey, we're doing this. We've got to, and they had to have.
People are stupid.
They had to have everything, all their ducks in a row, in order to get that town moved. And the first thing that they did was they built, if I remember this correctly, they built a elementary school, and they moved all the kids up to the. And I was like, why are you busing them? Why not just move the frickin' town? And sure enough, they eventually moved the whole town. And I was like, wow. And unfortunately, I
And
don't
then
remember
there was a
what state this
landslide
was.
that buried the school.
Somebody please think of the children.
Well, like the town of Franklin,
No,
Crow's
the
Nest
children.
Pass,
Yep.
they moved the town,
Okay,
nine
21
kilometers?
seconds.
How far did they move the town over, though, afterwards?
After they moved it down. About 12 miles, 8 miles. But the town died.
Yeah, but I remember when the first time we went there, that I was able to remember, the interpreter was telling us that they moved the town after an entire mountain slid because the townspeople were told that the mountain moves, and it's called Turtle Mountain.
The natives told them that
Yeah.
the mountain's moving, and they all thought the natives were nuts.
And the interpreter said, but they moved it pretty far away, so it'll be okay, because it's going to be thousands of years before the mountain gets over to where they are now. That was my favorite part of the tour.
And they have government people out there, geologists, measuring how much the mountain is moving, and it is moving.
Yeah, it still moves.
Oh, they better
But
hope it
they
didn't run.
still deem
Cole?
that it's safe.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you remember what tribe it is that is moving off of either the Washington or Oregon coast because of the flooding that they've been experiencing?
Oh, I remember hearing about that, and that's off of the Oregon coast. They actually just got, they got grant funding to build that structural tower there.
Yes,
for the tsunami
it's
evacuation
a tsunami tower.
towers.
Yeah,
Oh.
but they can't get there yet. They can't get everybody because they've got to move the entire town,
Yeah,
basically.
so they told them that they needed to move the town, and I can't remember what tribe that is, but I just watched a documentary on that not too long ago.
And
So
it's
I do know what
Central
you're
Oregon.
talking about. It's Central Oregon.
It's
Yeah.
right where the 101 comes inland.
I thought it was on the actual coast and not.
Well,
It is,
it
but
is.
so-
It's in off of a river.
No.
The
So,
ocean, sorry.
The Highway 101,
It's right off of the ocean.
right about
yeah.
mid-center Oregon, comes inland,
Oh.
and they are just before
Oh,
that
I know where
it
you're
comes inland.
talking about.
Yeah, I think it's
I
called.
think the name of the town.
Yeah,
the
me
town,
neither.
the
But
town where 101 turns, I think, is called Eastman, if I remember
Yeah,
right.
that sounds about right.
And
Because I was down there,
and they're just north of that.
November.
People have a bad habit of living on floodplains because they go, oh, look at this. There's mountains everywhere. Oh, here's a nice flat spot. I'm going to put a house here, and we'll build a town here.
Well,
And
Joe,
they
leave me
don't
alone.
think- They don't, yeah, pasture land and all that. They don't think about, well, why is it flat here? Oh, because the rivers come down and flood this area and make it nice and flat.
Well, look at Centralia, Washington. It floods out every freaking year.
Well, so it's good.
You get water over I-5. It floods. I mean, it's horrible. And then you've got areas of I don't know where that glare is coming from. It's driving me nuts. Then there's crap. There's one up north. Burlington. There's a section off of I-5, and I used to live in Mount Vernon, and we had family in Burlington.
it's
Fairhaven.
no.
Yeah, no, that's
not
Fruitdale.
It's-
Fruitdale Road.
Well, so is Minkle.
Yeah, it's the one. It's the one that goes parallel to northbound I-5. It's off of the Highway 20, or it used to be. Everything's changed so much up there since I've been there last. But anyway,
Flood anymore.
but yeah, that road floods out. I remember.
doesn't
when
anymore.
I lived up there.
No,
in the 80s.
it doesn't flood anymore.
That doesn't
anymore.
flood
They,
anymore.
It floods up here.
it floods here now. Like
No,
the-
And Minkler.
Wait a minute. They
they built that road up.
yeah,
Francis.
they built the berms.
No.
did
okay.
they?
But
Yeah.
Francis.
Yeah,
Oh
Francis
my God,
and
that
Flood.
used to flood
Where
for-
she's talking about is Pacific Auto Center and Camping World.
Oh, that doesn't flood anymore.
No,
No,
they
not
built that
anymore.
road up about
No. Hang
No?
on a second. I know where that's at. That's not where I'm talking about. I'm talking about north. I got to look it up on my phone.
No,
Think
we
of
do get
Peterson?
massive floods here sometimes. I mean, crap. Last time
No,
you
I
guys came
didn't
up and
flood here.
visited. Okay?
I remember
but
a boat. But
they're once every, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years
But
where
I
it
think
gets
what
bad
kills
enough
me is
to
people need to get the river changes every year between
Catch up.
the silt, between the erosion.
Right.
It hasn't flooded here in 100 years. Well, yeah, okay, it might flood here next year. It might flood, yeah. But
You're right. There's a place there along the Washington
Oh, I
coast.
see where you're talking.
The Washington coast. It's from Ocean Shores, north of that, up to Ocean Beach.
are you still on that one?
Now, they have
It's beyond Camping World.
shown that the biggest tsunami that's ever hit the North American coast
Oh,
hit
absolutely.
there back in the early 1700s.
1700s
Although
during the
there was no one-
Cascadia quake.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Cascadia
And
subduction.
it was one of the most devastating tsunamis that ever hit the North American continent.
Yes.
There weren't a lot of people back there now.
Nope.
Now, there's a whole lot of people out there. There's casinos and hotels, all kinds of stuff.
Well, if
and
you wanna-
A
the state
refinery.
of Washington, in their wisdom, decided to put up a tsunami warning sirens. Which
Trust me, we
basically,
know.
if those go off, you're fucked and you're dead. Sorry.
Yeah, but you knew about it 2 minutes
Okay.
earlier.
On the subject. On the subject of tsunamis. In 2019 and 2020, I started receiving psychic downloads of a tsunami that is going to happen in our distant future. And it's one that is going to be so bad Yeah, Joe.
That's the
That's
Cascadia
exactly
Seduction Zone.
about the. Okay, Joe just put a little mini image, moving, GIF in the chat, and what I saw affects California, Oregon, Washington,
probably
part
Vancouver,
of
Columbia.
British. Part
Well,
of
it
British
didn't- yeah,
Columbia.
that's-
It
Cascadia
annihilates.
Seduction
Listen. It annihilates
Yeah.
everything in
Well, yeah,
California,
it's-
all the
it's-
way up. Joe is safe where he's at.
It's
Not
predicted to be
concerned
at
about that.
9.2.
When it
Hell
hits
yes,
the
I
hills,
got beachfront property up here in the mountains. Woohoo!
yeah, but Joe, I doubt, honey, you'd be alive to see this happen. But
Wow,
What is
Joe,
that
she's
to the
telling you
Washington-
you're gonna die soon.
Wait a minute. Dying.
Bye-bye.
Not the dying part. Not California. Why am I dying?
Bye-bye, Joe. Bye.
but what ends
God damn it.
Hey, Joe. How does it feel to be the only human alive? And we're all going to die. And you're going to live to be the only...
I'm
yeah.
from-
I'm pretty
We're
sure.
gonna die,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure, Joe. It's going to be someone pulling your soul beads out.
Oh,
I am
can we talk about
and Joe, I am never gonna freaking live that one down.
Nope.
Never. Okay, so
Totally takes a whole new meaning to Jesus take the wheel.
No, but seriously, as a geologist, I can say that if something big happened, the coastline, okay, it's toast.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
California is basically the long valley, you want to call it, from Bakersfield all the way up to Mount St. Helens is a great big bowl that's down low.
yep.
Hey, Joe.
The eastern side of this state rises up to the Sierra Nevadas. That might be the new coastline.
Hey, Joe.
San Francisco, Sacramento,
wanna
get a bigger
boat.
wiped out.
Oh, that's all toast. But the
Yeah.
thing is, in the past, it was like that. That's why there is a big valley, because it was at one point water.
Okay,
Oh.
so what I saw of that, and it will happen. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's been.
Well,
shown
I mean,
to me so many
scientific evidence
times.
proves that it's gonna happen.
It has shown. It's been shown to me so many frickin' times that I actually started. I started asking the other side, and I went, okay, how long, how far out? This is our technology was so advanced. When I was standing out on the Pacific, out on the peninsula, Washington coast, out on the peninsula, I stood near a lighthouse. I was maybe 800 feet from this. I had to think about it. 800 feet from this lighthouse. And I'm enjoying the sun. It's a beautiful, brisk day out, and not a care in the frickin' world. I'm enjoying my time because I'm away from the city. And next thing, I take one step forward, and the next thing I have is a wave that is over 1,000 feet high. There are cliffs behind me, literally where I was standing, and I'm going to start bawling because this affected me so significantly. I saw the people dying. I saw both the wildlife and humans, automobiles in the water. Over the cliff to my right was gone. Everybody that was camping, gone. People that were driving were in water. They were trying to get out of their vehicles. The things I saw and heard were beyond devastating. And in California takes the brunt of it. Okay, and in California, and I've got a map right now and this is quite some distance in time, in the future. I mean, this is long beyond any of us long after we're dead. So this is, I believe, based on what I was shown and the technology I saw, I believe this is a good 100 years in the future.
Well, I'll still be
And
alive.
what I was shown what I was shown with the
Oh, my kids will be
technology,
dead by then.
what I was shown by the technology was that even with the technology that they had, it could not put out a fast enough warning.
Okay,
Matter
but
of
see-
fact, by the time that the tsunami hit where the buoys were in the ocean, because I was literally shown the buoys, I was shown the lighthouse with the new technology. I'm standing there, physically there on the site, and I'm seeing the technology that they've got at this lighthouse right then and there. And yet at the same time, I see a complete overlay of the kind of technology that will be there in approximately 100 years. Blew my mind. And the next thing I hear is they will never have enough warning. There is
Okay,
never enough
yeah.
warning.
Well, of course,
okay,
there's
okay,
never
okay.
enough.
That's
Okay,
real
so
shocking me.
Okay,
my-
hold on. Everybody wants to talk. Hold on. As a geologist,
Yeah.
I want to tell you that we don't think in hundreds of years or even 1,000 years. We think of millennia and the millions of years in the way the Earth has changed.
Yes.
People don't realize it. We're sitting in a period right now where everything is stable. Everybody's enjoying life. Everyone's sitting at the beach and drinking their pina coladas and playing on TikTok. But the Earth
They are?
is an extremely violent place.
I don't have TikTok.
Things happen.
Or pina coladas.
Violent, extreme things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And people aren't prepared for that.
No,
and
they're
like
not.
you said, if a tsunami comes in, there's not going to be any warning.
No,
you can put it out on all the networks and say there's a 300-foot wave coming in to San
No.
Francisco, and it's going to come over the Golden Gate Bridge and kill everybody. And people are going to hear that. They're going to drive down the beach because they want to watch it.
Right?
This
No.
was over 8-story buildings.
So
This wave went over, and it went up into, it stops at the base of Fresno, California.
okay, so
That's in
Two-
California.
yeah, but
Washington-
to be
Washington
perfectly
takes a
honest,
while.
okay? So if the Cascadia line and the Cascadia fault does happen, just like it did in the 1700s, okay? Which we are actually past due for an earthquake on
way
that
overdue.
particular fault line. Well, we're not really. We're in that window still, but
Yeah.
Okay.
We're at the end.
we're at the end of the window. The longest part that we have is about 100 years from now. So sometime in the next 100 years, we're supposed to have some kind of a fault line actually happening. Now, this isn't just like seeing a vision or anything. This is scientifically proven. This happens every so many years. And it devastates the hell out of anything that's living in that area. Okay? But before, like Joe was saying, we didn't really have a large population of people living in that area. Now, I mean, we have huge, major cities. Okay? We got Seattle in there, we got Portland in there, we got all of these cities in there. Okay? So, if it went off tomorrow, we would lose 90% of our structure on this side. I mean, that's just the way that is.
Well,
But
not to mention we have a
that
meteor
can
supposed to hit
happen
us in 2030.
at any point, anywhere, where we have all kinds of crazy shit happen. I mean, at any point, we could have an earthquake somewhere. At any point, a volcano could go off somewhere. At any point, a hurricane could fly in and take out some. So this isn't something that just happens from region to region. This is everywhere. At any point, a natural
lost
disaster could happen.
Did we lose? Hey, where'd he go?
Yeah, we lost Joe. I just lost my internet connection, so I had to switch over to my phone. And Joe just, I think, got dropped as well. So, but yeah, I agree, Kayla. It could happen any.
But that's a circle of a weather
Right,
pattern.
but see, that's what I'm saying. That's
Hurricanes
how it
happen every so
works.
often. Tornadoes happen. It depends on the area, and
When you're
it's not
talking-
scientifically proven. It's recorded in time, and every so many years that reoccurs. That
Right.
phenomena reoccurs.
But when you're talking,
It's got nothing to do with science.
When you're
It's the way
talking
the world
earthquakes
is.
and volcanoes and shit, you can't predict them like you can predict hurricanes and tornadoes.
No,
You
and
know
that's what I'm
the
saying.
South
It's
gets
just,
hit with
if it's
hurricanes
going to
every year.
happen, it's going to happen.
The Midwest gets hit with tornadoes every
You
year.
know, there's a guy in Florida being like, "Not this year. We're not good. It's not going to happen."
Bullshit,
They're not going to have to bore it up. But they're stupid enough, like turn it on and
Yeah.
Eric said,
Every
they're
year
stupid
they
enough to
rebuild
rebuild
Dolphin
since the 1700s. Every 5 years, they rebuild that whole town. Mm-hmm. And then they get completely wiped out.
Oh my God, God
And then-
was mad at us.
Cha-ching. The same people
Yeah.
that boarded up the windows. The house is gone. Build a new one.
Uh-huh. Yep.
You know, how about moving in a little bit inland so that the ocean doesn't attack you?
We're gonna put it on 50
Well, then you
foot
don't have the
stilts.
beach view.
And then
In
it just-
Saskatchewan, I've never had a beach view yet of the ocean. I heard the dinosaurs dead, but
Yeah.
we didn't.
One day,
Well, they say it's coming back.
At one point, the Mississippi River was like 1,000 miles across.
Yeah.
yeah.
There was a huge lake there.
Mm-hmm.
There was another point in human history several times when we were frozen from pole to pole. People don't realize this. The Earth just does stuff.
It made the stripper life real hard.
And we don't think it's a disaster until, oh, God, a couple of school children died. Well, tornadoes happen all the time.
Think of how the
Hurricanes
dinosaurs
happen,
felt.
tsunamis happen. We live on a very dynamic Earth. People forget that. But it is a tragedy, but shit happens.
Yeah, well, but the only thing we can do is try. Well, the only thing we can do is just protect ourselves as best we can and try and get smarter each time from what we do.
Or we could build an ark and put one of every...
One of every animal? Oh, that's going to help.
I was just thinking...
One of every animal?
They're not putting a politician on there.
No, politicians can stay the hell out.
No, but like the government has HARP, so they're trying to change our weather.
They've been seeding clouds in the United States forever, and they haven't figured out how to make rain yet. The Indians did better with their dance.
They're shooting salt in the clouds. That's all they had to do.
Yeah, but this is different.
It's called interspecies erotica, Robert.
They're constantly trying now to use technology to change our weather and to like stop a hurricane or tornado when it's
Interspecies
happening.
Pornhub?
Friend, they're going to end up just creating more. That's all they're going to end up doing.
Upset the cycle.
Yep.
The ocean currents go a certain way. They've went that way forever. They change. Depends on how everything... But the Earth tilts different over time, more and more. The Earth has tilted different directions, and that changes our patterns in our ocean. So, I mean, you look at Drumheller. At one time, we were a seabed. Now turn around and you go and pick dinosaur bones. What it is.
So, Skinwalker Ranch.
That was the. I just gotta say that was the dumbest thing I've seen you do in a while.
What?
You just waved at Nikki.
I did.
I told
I did,
you
Nikki.
15,
I waved
20
at
minutes
you.
ago. The camera is not on.
I know. I can still wave. I can still wave. She's a psychic. She can see me waving inside her head.
Not always. I'm not telepathic. Not every time I'm telepathic.
Well, I'll thump you in the
No.
forehead then.
It's
Can you feel that?
Oh God, please don't. Not, not today, dear.
No, today. So Skinwalker Ranch. Do you think Skinwalker Ranch, because it's an energy center or highly active or whatever, do you think it was prone to disasters before?
I don't think that it's an energy center. I
No?
think that it's a money grab.
What's that? Which one?
Skinwalker Ranch.
Oh,
It's possible. Money grab.
I think it's all just a money grab at Skinwalker Ranch. Okay, just like realistically, but it's just me.
Okay, so Bermuda Triangle.
Okay, all right.
Do you think
Regarding
Bermuda Triangle
Skinwalker.
because of all the airplanes and ships? That
I think
have
that's magnetic
disappeared?
energy.
Do you think?
I agree
that-
with Caleb.
What do you think that added energy?
But I also,
added to it?
there's more than 8. There's more than 8 portal or not. There's more than 8 triangles on this planet,
Right.
and each triangle has its own issue. Each one isn't just magnetic; it's got some kind of paranormal going on with it. Now, what I want to know, and nobody on the other side has. Oh, I'm getting yelled at.
Where's Einstein?
As I'm
Why is
saying,
it always a
nobody-
triangle?
Where's Einstein? I want to hear Einstein.
Well, oh God, I don't know if they'll show up. I had, you know what?
Mr. Albert,
I
where you
had
at, Mr.
a
Albert?
really- yeah.
What?
When I am ignoring that comment.
Einstein.
When I
Where's
had
Mr. Einstein
Einstein's
tonight?
I was in the midst of a very in-depth conversation with 2 science heads. I mean, they were just, and I'm like, okay, I can follow you and I can understand what you're talking about, but don't expect me to have a conversation with you about it because I can't. That's way beyond my purview. Einstein then comes in and starts having a conversation with me to tell them information because some of the things that they were hypothesizing, he was like, well, they're right on this, 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 and this, but really way off base on this. And I was like, okay, this is what, oh my God, somebody's telling me to actually say his nickname, Albie. Anyway, so I would just use Einstein. Would you mind please staying out of my head right now? Anyway, so the 3 of them had a wonderful conversation, and I was like, I have no idea if this is even accurate. And the 2 science people I was talking to were like, oh yeah, ask him this, ask him. They got all their answers, and I was like, well, thank you, Mr. Einstein, and he's
Hey.
like, well,
So, Nikki,
call me Albie. Yes.
the next time you and Albie have a conversation there, can you ask him
If he should
a question for me?
ask. Yeah, hang on. Yeah. Go for it.
Can you ask him why he thought it was okay to be a lying liar that lies and steal his wife's ideas and make them his own?
I have issue with that myself.
Just saying. Say, from Kayla. She wants to know. What?
You ever see a picture of
I
him?
am
Who the hell
writing
you
it
get a
down because I
wife?
can't guarantee I can.
Alright.
That is a fair assessment.
Was that a thing from Women's History Month or something?
No, it was from Black History Month, Joe.
I've never been in, what? A month?
Huh?
I thought we only got a week every month.
Oh my!
I can't comment on that. I'm not getting in trouble. My mom is sitting beside me. I gotta say.
That's right.
I was going to say, you got a woman on either side of you, you're going to get. Oh,
That's
Really?
true. I have my mom on one side and Eric
Eric's
sitting on the other.
you gotta
Eric, you just got called a girl.
That's just not nice.
Who's a girl?
You.
I'm a girl.
Nikki called you a girl.
No, I've just heard that Albert Einstein hates it when he is told that he's a lying liar that lies. So
You
I'm going to
said
call him a lying
a woman
liar.
on each side of me. Eric's on my one side. So,
Yeah, thank God you're not naked this time.
What the fuck? Okay. So, you know, no, now.
Whole naked
here's-
again.
No.
No, I'm
It
glad
happens,
I came
it
for the dress version.
Okay, so here's the thing. Joe did bring up something that makes me like wonder. Okay, and he did, where he's like,
Oh
why
my
the
God.
why the hell is it always a triangle? Okay. Yeah. Why isn't there like some like
How about
Oh.
the
Circle.
Devil's Square?
Right?
They were all used in the crop farms.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was the crossroads.
got-
Yeah.
No, the crop
The
circle.
aliens
Oh,
were doing
the
the crop
crop circle.
circle.
Just,
Yeah.
south,
Was already taken up.
just south
Yeah.
of Japan, you have the Dragon's Triangle. And everybody knows the Devil's Triangle. And now there's a show on called the Alaskan Triangle.
Oh, wait a minute.
Even
There's
though if
the
you watch-
cone of silence.
Wait a minute, if you watch
That's
this,
just
if you
a
watch
3D
that show about
triangle.
the Devil's Triangle, that triangle moves constantly.
Well, yeah, it's a pendulum, and we're the Ouija board.
How about it's just a bunch of what?
Sorry.
First of all, the cone of silence is the best thing Control has ever come up with. Right?
I said the zone of...
Maxwell Smart.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know,
okay.
but
Okay.
But
it never worked.
it did work. Perfectly. No one heard shit.
That's kind of like talking to your teenager.
Remember those days when I had a teenager?
Yeah,
That's
they're great.
They're amazing.
Oh, is he down again?
Yeah.
Down for the count.
He's still in the call though.
So, switching topics.
Yes.
We know that some paranormal issues
Devil's
actually get
hexagon.
affected by natural disasters.
Right.
Using Bigfoot at Mount St. Helens, for example. What do you think about swamp ape in Florida?
Leave a message.
What do I think
Hi,
about
Joe.
Swampy?
Yeah, okay, so you got swamp ape in
At the
Florida.
tone, please record your message. When you
Hey,
finish,
Joe. Joe, where you at, Joe? Joe.
Okay, so swamp ape in Florida.
Yeah.
Do we think
so,
when a hurricane happens, or
Yeah,
what?
do you think swamp ape? Do you think swamp apes get affected by hurricanes?
I think that could be really, really like a sequel to Sharknado. Okay. But like skunk ape hurricane. Yeah. No, but seriously, I think that everybody gets affected. Like obviously animals get affected
So-
by different natural disasters that happen.
Yes.
So why wouldn't Bigfoot also be
they
affected
do,
by a
but
natural
you-
disaster?
Here's
I can't
something
believe
I
you guys
just
think
heard
that you
on.
turn around and
Here's something that I
Gorilla.
just heard from Robin when she was talking today on Spaced Out Radio. She was talking about somebody in the chat had specifically asked her about how is Sasquatch in the Ohio area. I believe it's Ohio, the one where the train accident
Oh, with Troy.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
and the chemical spill and everything.
Right.
And she said that she'd been listening and checking in with them, and that yes, there were a couple of injuries and even a couple of deaths, but everybody is okay. So, natural disasters and things that aren't so natural disasters do affect the Sasquatch. They do affect not just regular animals, but other beings
Yeah, dog
that
man,
are,
swamp ape.
that are form of people. Well,
and,
Sasquatch.
and honestly, I would think even with within the Fey realm, you're still going to have a rift.
yes.
Whether it's a landslide, whether it's a flood,
different location.
you're still going to have some kind of a vibrational rift. Whether it's a landslide, whether it's a
Okay,
flood,
yeah,
whether
so
it's
quite literally, this all boils back down to the thought process of the butterfly effect. Okay, if something happens somewhere on the planet, so a natural disaster happens
Right.
anywhere, it's going to have a rippling effect for everybody. Whether it's something small or whether
Right.
it's something gigantic, there's going to be rippling effects. Whether it's the prices of wood go up because that's where our main wood manufacturers are and they just burnt down. Or it's something as simple as that for you.
Sage.
It might be $1 spent at a store that's different for you. But it
Weather
could be
patterns.
something catastrophic for the other people. But no matter what happens, it affects us
Weather
globally because we have become so intertwined globally. So if anything happens anywhere, it's going to affect everyone everywhere.
Just might take time to affect.
Yeah, and it will take time. Okay, and that's what I was saying. It could be something as simple as there was a forest fire over here. Now, 3 months later, wood prices go up by $3 a board. So it affects these people in their pocketbook, where it affects these people in their own backyard.
Right.
But no matter what ends up happening, we're still going to have residual effects from any major catastrophe, man-made or natural.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
And I really think
it's a trickle-down effect.
Well, and that goes to all living creatures, too. That's not just us. It's going to affect every ecosystem. It's going to affect every living thing, whether it's a little bug or whether it's a Sasquatch. At some point, they're going to be affected by it because maybe it drives them a little further north because it drives them out of this area. Well, in driving them further north, now they're eating these type of berries, which is affecting that. It's a circle of life, and it's a butterfly effect, and it's going to happen no matter what species you are.
And it does not just affect our world; it affects other realms, and realms are on the other side. They're on their own etherical. I was going to say avenue because that's the first word that popped into my head, but they're literally on an ethereal avenue. Wow, that's an interesting statement.
It sounds like a new hit song.
Yeah, I know. That's what just popped into my head, and I'm like,
ethereal avenue.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly. Anyway, so yeah, it affects even them because they come in and out of their realm into our world. So that aspect of whatever it was that affected our world is going to affect them as well.
Well, okay, so everybody looks at everything on a personal level, on a just them. And I mean, you're going to, because as humans, we're selfish beings. And we do look at everything as us first. It's just the way it works. Okay?
Yeah.
But if you actually think about it, since the beginning of time and until the end of time, everything that was ever created in this entire universe is connected in some way, shape, or form. So no matter what happens or where it happens, like you were saying, it could take years and years and years to residually affect us. But let's say there was a rock at the beginning of time that got bumped by another rock. Well, it could be millennia's, but that could be the one that ends up hitting Earth. Okay, so I mean, everything and the entire system is connected because it has to be. We're all part of the same system, just like mushrooms have that. Wow, I just totally spaced out and completely forgot the name of the
organisms.
No, the mushrooms.
Magic.
Microdosing.
No.
Microphilia? Dead mushrooms?
That's necrophilia.
Network. It's the network that the mushrooms share underground. It's the microcosm,
mycelial.
I can't.
Mycelia.
Mycelium network. There we go. I'm so sorry. That was really weird. But just like the mushrooms have the mycelium network where everything is intertwined and interconnected, so is everything else.
Wait a minute. Isn't the mycelium network that thing that's in Star Wars with the Jedi?
No.
Okay, first of all, that's Star Trek. Nope. No. Stop.
No, it's not.
To the Star Trek.
I'm sorry, I just had to see Cole freak out for a second there. But no, that's not. It's the, what the hell is it?
Mitochondria
or mitochondria or something that's in Star Wars.
Mitochondria.
Your mitochondria are... No, that sounds wrong. That's a part of your brain. What are you talking about?
No.
That's the mesothelioma.
That's not mesothelioma. That's a cancer.
Necrophilia?
Were
What?
you at Camp Lejeune?
I was not at Camp Lejeune.
Nope.
But I'm pretty sure I could still fill out a lawsuit for something.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I get the emails all the time, too. So, have you guys heard the theory about the reason the temperatures went up in Texas in 2017 is because there was an alien race that was supposed to come visit Texas.
Why the hell would they choose
I don't
Texas?
know,
supposed to?
because everything's bigger than Texas.
It was safer than
Yeah.
Washington, D.C.
Maybe. So,
Wait a minute. Wait.
so they actually raised
Wait a
the
minute.
temperature
You're
so
saying
they
that the
could...
aliens were going to come to Texas, but to come there, they had to make it hotter?
Yeah.
It's Texas!
I know.
Hotter than Texas?
Yeah, and we don't want to hear that
Yes,
shit.
Well,
Joe,
yeah,
Death Valley.
It's the humidity.
Yeah, the Middle East is definitely hotter than Texas, but...
In the land of the Joshua tree.
I don't know if that was a raspberry or what, but
I think that was.
not sure we said it was
that was a poop on you.
So yeah, there was an alien race that was going to Texas. They had to raise the temperature
So they melted
could
our polar
actually
caps?
reacclimated.
Those bastards.
You ever heard of that one, Nikki?
Yes.
Were
Yeah.
they ant people?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Which race was it?
She's
I'm
convinced.
happy about that one. Okay, so...
I call bullshit.
Thank you. So do I. But here's the interesting side to this. The interesting side to this is that in
What the fuck?
many years from now, not 50, definitely under 50.
Under
there is
50.
going to be under 50 years, there's going to be tunnel systems that the ETs have been here long before we have.
Well, isn't that what Elon Musk is working on?
They will start collapsing. So you've got the middle of at the border, and I can't remember what the states are at this second, but I remember Montana's
Mexico.
one of them.
I hate Texas.
Canadian border above it for about 150 to 300 miles above. The
That's
Canadian border.
Vancouver. Nobody cares.
All starts collapsing, and it goes into
Middle Earth.
4
Canada?
states into, and they all start. And I mean, we're talking gigantic collapses.
Didn't they
And-
talk about this in La
And
Brea?
the cause of it is from underground systems that they have done.
Like you're talking
Or-
about the
Yeah.
the Vancouver area?
No, I'm talking above.
So you're talking Toronto?
I
Oh,
don't
no,
remember.
you're talking-
I'm talking.
You're talking
the middle of-
Alberta. Oh, your farm.
we have so much seismic done in Alberta and Saskatchewan, like from the border up to probably 400 miles north. If somebody was tunneling there, they'd have found it. Turned around to you're
Well,
talking
this is-
miles and miles of seismic.
You're talking deep. I mean, this stuff is really, really deep.
Oh, we're
It
talking
goes-
4,000 feet.
Yeah, like you gotta
Yeah.
think. You gotta think of how
that's
many.
essentially what I was seeing. That's what I was seeing, and I was seeing it. It was like a new making of the Grand Canyon, but it went into Canada a good
The Grand
300 miles in, and it went into at least 3, if not 4th state. below
As long
that.
as it's Toronto, we're good.
They're
Well,
expensive.
Toronto's on the
Ottawa.
side, isn't it?
Ottawa.
Yeah. Can we please take
Yeah,
off?
yeah. Texas sucks. I hate Texas.
There will be no hating of Texas.
Texas haters.
We drove, I don't know, for like 11 billion hours across Texas, and we finally saw the sign that said "Welcome to Oklahoma." And so they're like, oh, hell yeah. And then 20 minutes later, there's a fucking sign that says, welcome to Texas. Like, oh, God damn it. You can't get out of Texas. Screw Texas.
And you can say there will be no hating of Texas once you get a decent football team. Okay? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Rick.
Yeah.
Or a
What Cole
decent
said.
baseball
But
team.
you know
too.
what? Texas can secede from the Union. That's okay with me.
Whoa, whoa.
What? They keep threatening it. Do it. Stop talking
Wow,
shit.
I
and do
didn't realize you were that much of a Texas hater.
Anyway,
Sorry, damn.
Take it back.
and take the chupacabra with you.
Wait, what?
Just for the record, I am a direct descendant of Davy Crockett.
I don't care.
So I kind of got a little thing going with Texas, even though I've never been there.
No wonder
I
that
have
beard
that
goes
same
to him all the
issue,
time.
Eric, with Nevada.
Are you sure you're not the
can't-
direct descendant of
Oh
Paul
no.
Bunyan?
You know what, Nevada? You know what Nevada's got going. You know what Nevada's got going for it? The
Prostitution.
extraterrestrial highway in Area 51. What does Texas have going for it? Jack shit.
I know some really good people in Texas. Now, of course, there's two individuals that
Well, those two can move away from
10 feet
Texas and
under,
come
but,
here.
you know,
You know,
besides
we got
that,
Rick from
I-
Texas. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
and he
see,
moved here.
Rick moved away from Texas and came
They
here.
probably moved from Alberta down to Texas. Oil patch.
Okay, whoa.
I like Nevada.
Let's not hate on
I
Texas.
like Nevada.
Of course you do.
Of course you
Prostitution's
do.
legal in Nevada.
What's in Texas?
I only went to one horror house and I just sat in the lobby and drank beers with the
Oh wow, Joe, you're getting so triggered that your phone's even getting triggered.
Nikki, stop messing with Joe's phone.
I know.
and half of my face was gone. So I figured, okay, girls aren't going to like that anyway. So.
Did you just say half your face was gone?
I even ended up shutting off my internet, and I didn't mean to.
Got poked the bear. See you, Rick. You're not Texan anymore. You're Washingtonian.
I don't know which is worse. Sorry.
I was in Washington for 8 years, and then I moved back to California right after.
Well, that's because we didn't want you here anymore.
And then it hasn't stopped snowing.
Well, exactly.
You know what? The moment the snow stops, the fires are coming back.
Yeah.
So like, calm
Be
down.
happy it's
Well, I know.
snowing.
I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it
No, he's fun.
because I think, because all the snow has put tons of water into the area, and now everything's growing because everything's got water, and then it's going to dry out in like 1 month, and then we're going to burn to hell.
No,
It's okay. You just got to collect
And
all the
fucking
snow.
Tsunami's coming in because I've seen that tsunami come over the Golden Gate Bridge, and we're all fucked.
Yeah, but we talked about this. You're not going to make it to that.
At least it'll put out the fires.
Bye. Better dig your bunker a little bit deeper.
I'm gonna go hang out with the bears. Fuck you guys.
You know, every time that somebody brings this up, it reminds me of that scene in Hercules, the animated Hercules, where they're like, was that after the floods or before the fires?
Oh, here comes the volcano.
Jesus. Want to buy
I'm
a
just gonna
sundial?
follow the Bigfoot.
there you go. That's what I was saying.
Yep, they'll take you to safety.
Especially after
They know what to do.
last
I'm sure that young one that comes by here all the time is gonna go, "Hey, Joe, you're gonna get fucked here in a little bit."
Okay, hold on.
Whoa.
Hold
If
on.
a Bigfoot comes at you and says that, do not go with them, Joe.
Why
Well, unless
not?
he's carrying a case of beer.
It could be fun.
I gave
Yeah,
them a
if he's
pumpkin.
carrying a case of beer, you can go with him just for a little while.
They feed you
Now,
too.
my dad has been telling me this for a while. He says Bigfoot are.
Let's hear from your dad.
He says Bigfoot are in Saskatchewan. Now, if
There's
you
only
got to
one
understand
tree.
the area my dad grew
Well,
up.
yeah.
He came from Humboldt, Saskatchewan,
Tree.
which is very flat.
Oh,
There's one tree, and I don't know how they didn't find Bigfoot behind it all the time.
Guys, there's the hole. They're all in a row.
So you're gonna have to explain this a little bit, Dad.
Don't you remember Stranger
wait.
Things? They have a
Is that
door
that
in
part of
there.
Canada that they talk about where if your dog runs away, you can see it for 3 days?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but then we got glasses. Now we
Oh.
can turn it on and we
Okay.
can see the trees for the
Now, your
forest.
dad
We-
talked on here earlier. I would love to hear your dad get on right here and tell us a Sasquatch story.
Right on.
a Sasquatch
I would
story.
love that.
You know, here's the problem. I played in a band with my dad since I was 14, and I can remember drinking like 30 drinks a night forever. And I quit drinking so that I know I wasn't an alcoholic. But then I'd start again because they're free drinks. And like I've never seen a Sasquatch. Seen the signs, seen everything else. But I mean, they're called Sasquatches for a reason. They came from Saskatchewan.
That's a Watchacon.
What was that thing from that movie?
Saskatchewan.
What movie was that? Grown Ups?
Grown ups. Two.
No, I agree with your dad 100%. I've been up here for years. I mean, if you people don't know where I'm at, if you're new to the radio, I'm just west of Lake Tahoe in Northern California in the Sierra Nevada. I have seen the signs. I've seen the footprints. I've seen trees broken down. I've heard them in the woods,
You see trees move?
but I have never put eyes on them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see them. I've heard them. They're around. I think they come through the area. They don't live here permanently. I think they just come through this area once in a while. But they're
I
around.
agree.
There's no doubt about it.
I'm an avid moose hunter. Was for years. Last fall was my last moose hunting season because of health. And the first time I ever went moose hunting, I seen a bear, so I started buying bear tags. I've never seen a bear hunting since. I see steaming piles of poop from the bear. I've even seen the odd butt going in a bush, but I've never seen a whole bear. We know they're there. They're grizzlies and they will eat you. I know they don't carry a gun, but I don't lay there and have a nap in the middle of the grizzly area. You know they're there. So
yeah, I have a photograph of a bear that came by 2 nights ago. It's
Yeah,
8
I've seen
foot
that.
from where I'm sitting right now. I sit outside and do this show.
but
Bears
just
come
because you
by.
don't see them doesn't mean they're
And
not there.
the bears don't bother me. We have mountain lions, we got bobcats and cougars and wolves and all that stuff. And the fun thing is, what is the other big thing? The big hairy thing.
Marshmallows.
Don't have any evidence of it.
That would not be a tasty marshmallow.
Ew, Bigfoot marshmallow. What?
Well, they have Sasquatch flavored chips. Why not
Right?
marshmallows?
Okay, Mom,
It's
You
just
go
like
Sasquatch.
you grew up in
Favorite
northern
chips.
Saskatchewan, where, the kind of the beginning of the boreal forest. So, do you remember any stories growing up of someone seeing a Sasquatch or Bigfoot?
No.
Yeah, I want to hear that.
Good soil's boring.
No!
Not anybody ever seeing anything. There's a lake
Screw
around
you,
there.
Cole. We don't know anything about it.
But there's a lake south of us, and it's a couple 100 miles. But anyway, they say there is something similar to Loch Ness Mountain or Loch Ness Monster in that lake.
Do you remember which lake?
Which lake?
I think it's
Which lake?
Koshin.
Koshin?
Koshin Lake.
Koshin Lake.
Yes. And it's supposed to be similar to the Loch Ness Mountain that comes up with the humps.
Huh.
So they say. I don't know if it's true or not.
But their boulders drink too.
Yeah.
Well,
All
You
Saskatchewan
gotta drink
drinks.
when you're fishing. Especially when you fish like me and
Oh, I
Dad.
love-
We don't catch anything, so that's
I
the only
love
thing we have to
fishing.
do.
Do you
So,
think that the
it's not
Loch
about
Ness
the catch,
monster is
it's
like a
about the
plesiosaur?
fishing.
Might be a prehistoric.
So is a sturgeon.
Huh?
Why wouldn't the Loch Ness monster be? Sturgeon's been, I can't remember how many millions of years now. I just read that. They said the sturgeon's been around.
Yeah, actually, me
They're
and Kayla just
prehistoric
watched a
fish.
small video.
Oh yeah,
There
we
was
saw
a
the
14-footer.
biggest freaking fish
Yes.
ever.
Goddamn.
1,000 pounds out of the Fraser rivers and
Yeah.
the Saskatchewan River, the Old Man River.
So, do you think the Loch Ness monster or the lake monster up there could be just a giant sturgeon?
No, because the sturgeon's like an
Somebody
actual
just
fish.
said Lake Ogopogo.
Ogo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ogo.
similar.
Yeah, Ogopogo has,
Yeah. That's
well, what's that lake called?
the Canusa? No.
No. We drive past it every way on the way to your house.
Oh, you got
Oh, the
the
big
monster in Lake Ogopogo.
Shuswap.
You got
Yeah.
the Loch Ness monster.
You got Champ.
the Champ
Yeah,
in Lake
Lake Champlain.
Champlain.
It's like
No,
Shuswap Lake.
The
Who's
Shuswap.
saying
Yeah.
that there isn't something up there? I mean, supposedly the meteor come by and hit us 75 million years ago and wiped out all the dinosaurs, but everything is underwater. Maybe those things still alive. Look at
It
what's
makes
still alive
sense.
because of the things that were underwater. We
Yeah.
got crocodiles. There were crocodiles back then, alligators,
Turtles.
all
I
those
mean,
amphibians. The things
frogs.
that were in the water are still around. Why isn't
Yeah, we
there
had
something
sharks.
big still around?
Keith Richards.
It's possible.
Willie Nelson. Yep.
Wait,
Louis
seriously.
Nelson
Hank
and
Williams.
Keith Richards are still around.
Johnny Cash.
He's not still around.
Oh, he
Yeah, he
died.
didn't make it.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
He went the way of
Songs go on
Elvis.
forever.
Johnny didn't make it.
I was on a Ouija board. Sorry.
But you know, seriously, like I've always wondered, like there's plenty of species that were around back in the time of the dinosaurs that have either gotten a little bit smaller or changed a little bit through evolution or whatever, but they're still there.
Hey, I want a drink.
Clean up his ice stuff.
Yeah, that's me making a drink.
After the day I've had,
Hey.
I want one.
Take one down, pass it around.
Did you just go outside and grab some snow?
I just came inside for one.
Oh man.
You know, in Saskatchewan, like if you have a drink, you give everybody else a drink. You share.
Right? What
You
what
learn
drink?
sharing in like in school.
Sharing is caring.
Cheers,
Yeah.
brother.
I spilled some out on the ground for you guys.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I can taste it already.
To all my father and daughter.
Friend,
Oh.
Okay, heading back outside again.
Thank you for the commentary of life.
Yes, with a nice fresh drink. Now, we're
We were talking about why can't dinosaurs still be alive?
because then we wouldn't
We
be.
got that fast.
Hey, there are dinosaurs that are still alive. Have you ever seen an ostrich? Those things are fucking terrifying.
A chicken.
If you be nice to the bird, it
you're
will be
absolutely
nice
right.
to you.
If you want to see a dinosaur, look at a bird.
Look at a chicken.
Right?
Have you Have you ever seen a baby parrot?
Yes.
It looks
they're
like a
weird.
velociraptor. These things
Yeah, it
were
does.
nasty. And the dinosaurs had hollow bones just like birds do.
Well, not the dinosaurs and Drummeller.
Well, they do. They have coned bones.
They do no different than we do.
Yeah, the marrow's missing now.
Well, we don't have bones like dinosaurs. We were just little marmosets back then, 75 million years ago.
Yep,
Now we're kangaroo people.
we were dinosaur food.
What?
What?
Yes, we were.
The kangaroo people.
Bears aren't real.
No, okay. Those weird kangaroo
that
alien
what we
things.
like
That's what I call
barbecue?
them. Like they have the backwards legs and they hop around like a kangaroo. No.
Oh, that was that.
Wombat.
Yeah,
know-
Contact or whatever.
You remember what
Wombat?
Dad just said about if you have a drink, you got to share it? Same goes for drugs, Kayla. Come on. Like,
Whatever. They're over there in
So
the
I'm
cupboard.
back out here. It's nice. No, for once, there's no clouds over me. For once.
Well, it would be nice if you didn't have 8 feet
Nothing
of
but
snow and you
solid
could see
shit.
over the bank.
Well, you know, I don't know, man.
How much snow you got up there, Joe?
Right now, it looks kind of like South Park around here, where there's everything's green, but there's patches of snow here and there.
Oh, that's pretty.
You know, you go to when I went into
guys.
2-story piles of snow that they've pulled out of the parking lots. Oh, black. How does the snow get black?
Don't eat that snow.
It looks nasty.
As long as it's not yellow.
You're
Don't eat
definitely a
Yellowstone.
Californian.
Oh man, when you
Where'd you go,
mistype
Joe?
something and oh my God.
Huh?
What?
I
Joe.
mistyped something and oh,
Joe?
dear.
Like in the chat?
Just
You're not
erase
saying
it.
No, I'm trying. I'm
Oh.
trying to. It called up some interesting things. Anyway,
Are you
all right.
looking up soul beads on Amazon again?
Soul beads!
Hey, hear that?
Rip them out!
I feel like a terrible
Hey,
person,
Cole,
but
have you
you know,
explained
I
the
think
soul beads to your folks yet?
yes. Oh,
I was told I
See
couldn't
how
bring
red I'm
those up
getting?
tonight.
it's better than the Soul Train.
Robert, what the heck is that?
What?
I think that's Mostrich.
A Mostrich?
I think that's one of Kayla's kangaroo people.
Yes, I love kangaroo people.
Look at the chat.
I can't. My thing isn't working.
You break it?
Yes, I
Well,
did.
don't type Discord minus the S. It calls up some very
Oh.
unexpected things. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I wasn't paying attention when I was typing.
So to circle back, I haven't understood how
Yeah, that's the alien from Contact. Or the Contact.
are caused by paranormal things or paranormal
Things cause the natural disasters.
natural disasters.
Yes! It's a paradox!
Well, I don't believe paranormal
There
things
was
can
something
cause.
paranormal happening right before we all died. You can't
I don't remember dying.
You know, most ghosts don't know they're dead.
So, but I, don't pinch me.
That's true.
I don't think.
I saw the others too.
I am confused. I think
can't
that
hear
paranormal things cause the
Very
natural disasters.
Everybody's warbled.
Yeah.
Is it or is it clothes that you hope you can wear in the afterlife?
So, Joe, you completely cut out on us. Like, you are so warbled, we can barely understand what you said.
You
Yeah.
think the paranormal causes anal beads. Is that what you said?
Okay, so
Or anal beads are caused by the paranormal.
So, I don't think the paranormal can cause natural disasters.
I do.
I think it depends
I
on where
do
you're
in
at.
some trees.
But if they do, if the paranormal does cause it, That would make it an unnatural disaster. It's not a natural disaster.
That's a threat to national
Actually, maybe not.
That's national.
I mean, death is natural, and if it was caused by ghosts, then it technically would be a natural disaster.
security. No, it would be an unnatural disaster.
Humans are considered natural too, then, so if it's caused by a human, it's a natural disaster?
Yeah, dude.
No.
Why? Because you're thinking with a human brain.
It's fine.
That's the only one I got.
Yeah, like,
I was lucky to get that one.
some of us aren't as blessed as you, okay?
Blessed. Okay.
Well, your mom called it touched, but whatever.
Yeah, I like Robert's comment. When the non-Earthers play pool with asteroids, it's not natural.
When we poke asteroids?
No, when the non-Earthers
That one with the
play pool with the asteroids. it's not a
Oh,
natural
okay.
occurrence.
I got you.
That'd be a terrorist attack.
What?
Playing pool with asteroids. Intentionally flicking.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I like playing pool.
8 ball to Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess
Playing
it.
with balls is fun.
Yeah.
I guess it
We have a couple
depends.
minutes left, and what I would love is for Cole's parents to tell the most embarrassing story they have for Cole that they can tell us.
Go F yourself, Joe.
Okay, time out. I want to hear this
I'm
too.
loving this.
All right, go ahead.
Dad,
Okay.
Oh hell, she's doing it.
I'm trying to think. Well, okay, let's start when he was about 2. Santa came to the house. Cole was in the tub. And our fire department went around from house to house to see all the children and bring them treats. And Cole jumps out of the tub and runs to the front door. And I'm trying to run after him with a towel. I was embarrassed.
I wasn't. I got my present. I'm happy.
And every Wednesday night is fireman night.
I like all natural, Joe. You got one, Dad?
An embarrassing story about you?
Where I
Yes.
where I would be embarrassed, not that
Please.
where I embarrassed you. There's plenty of those.
Cole don't get embarrassed. No.
We're all friends here. Give us a story.
He caused a lot of grief. He caused a lot of anger. And I don't think Cole ever got embarrassed. He just, Cole's always just kind of rolled along with the flow. And if something happens, you react and you make it better. And sometimes he did, sometimes he didn't. But for the most part, he was a little peckerhead in his teenage years. But then he grew up to be a pretty good man, so it turned out and no, he was all right.
That's great.
I learned everything in my teens from my brother.
The embarrassing part was the stories he'd tell me, and he really believed that I believed him. Like, turned around. At the time, there was 2 fools in the room, and there was just me and him.
Actually, I did figure out, though, later in life, that the best way to get you to not know something is just if I kept my mouth shut and let Kenny talk for me. Because you didn't apparently know. I took your convertible that one night.
No, I'd have killed you if I'd have known.
Right? Yeah, well,
You wouldn't be
that's
here
not
today.
fair. That's not fair because
Because you didn't
you
kill
thought Kenny took it and you were okay with it then.
It was
That's favoritism.
1967 AMC Rogue.
Yeah, American Motors Rogue. Turned around and convertible and yeah, he was a peckerhead. But
We didn't do anything
I
nuts.
can't
We didn't
believe
do
he
anything
took
crazy.
the car and he didn't hit nothing.
We just went for a little drive and came back. We were too scared to do anything else.
To Wayne or East Cooley.
East Cooley.
Yeah. That's not a little drive.
It was a little drive.
That's 15 miles one way.
There was a couple of cute little girls we were going to see, so...
Yeah. How many hours away do they live from you guys? Either one
12.
respond.
12.
It's a 12-hour drive from Drumheller, the land of the dinosaurs, to Concrete, Washington.
But 200 if you actually ride a dinosaur.
Yeah, it'd be quicker. Or if they're chasing you.
So...
Ooh, we're done at 10 minutes.
We
Next
are.
week.
Oh, hold on. We're
We
not
gotta
into next
talking.
week yet.
What? What are we into? Oh.
What's up?
Let's go overtime. Let's go overtime.
No, not tonight.
I got to work tomorrow morning.
I
So,
love that movie.
I know, I'm a wiener.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening tonight. Don't forget to visit our sponsor, ReaperApparelCo.com. Use the code S4Bunker at checkout and get some really cool gear that is motivationally lifting, I would say. Also,
As a
Yes.
breeze.
if you're in the United States, please check out Red Rover Tax Service. I think you got like 10 days left before you go to jail forever if you haven't done your taxes. So,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And
next week, next week we're talking EMF meters and
well, now they know.
acronyms. All the little acronyms.
yeah, all the acronyms that come out of the paranormal that we never seem to talk about. A lot of new people who listen to the paranormal.
You just expect people
don't
to know what
completely
EMF
understand.
meters.
Yeah, we expect them to know all these little things.
And what's an EVP? And what is
Electronic
CGI?
voice. Oh, sorry. We weren't
A
answering.
valve in your pollution control system on your car.
Yeah.
From the 80s.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and happy birthday, Cole and Kayla, this week.
Yes.
Happy birthday!
Thank you, guys.
And I'm pretty sure that we can find Nikki on some weird site called soulbeads.com.
Oh my god, no. You can find me on Restore Belief with Nikki on YouTube.
There we go.
I thought it was
Restore Belief. That's what I mess those two up all the time. I'm so sorry.
I thought it was interspeciespornhub.net.
Interspecies
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Make sure you check out Joe's OnlyFans.
Make Nikki's face go.
Oh,
50 Shades of Red, Nikki. 50 Shades of Red.
hey, 50 Shades of Red.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that, thank you so much for listening to S4 Radio. So we will be back next week. See y'all later.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Data transfer complete. System malfunction. Please evacuate immediately. Program terminated.
Son of a biscuit eater.